video. Welcome back for another video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about an oldie but a goodie. We're going to continue our series on the PA speakers here, and what I am setting on is the F1 enclosure from Peavey. So these speakers have been around for a while, and this is part of an original tri-amp system. I do have the mid cabinets and the horn that sits on top of this, and they're all three individual cabinets. And again, these were made in the 70s. They're still laying around, and if you can get your hands on one of them, you're going to like the way it sounds. This is called a folded horn. There's a 15-inch 1504-4 Black Widow speaker that is mounted backwards, and it's projecting sound onto the back of the cabinet and then back out through the front. That's why they call it a folded horn. Okay? Now, this 15-inch speaker is capable of producing just about the same amount of lows as the 18-inch speaker does because of this folded design like this. Alright? But in conjunction with my 18s and my SP4s here, it just really makes an overall well-rounded system for our PA here. And I run these just at 100 hertz, 125 hertz, and at a lower volume. So I'm picking up some of the lower frequencies that I'm clipping out of my 18s and just using this to fill that hole. When you get these things pumping, now I'm telling you, it's something else. But the true thing here, I stand on these cabinets, I set on these cabinets. These tables has been used as workbenches and everything else. That's simply how durable they are. I think this particular one, and I did buy it used, happened to got lucky and found it, but I think this particular model was made in 1974. So the fact that it's still around will say something, right? Let's take a look at it. Alright guys, so first of all, our dimensions. We are running 25 3/8 inches tall. We are running, let me see here, we are 30 5/8 inches wide, so 30 5/8 inches across, and 23 5/8 inches deep. Make sure that's right. 23 3/4 inches deep. This speaker cabinet weighs 117 pounds. Again, I said I bought it used, and I had to put a replacement speaker inside of it. I did update it to the 1504-4 Black Widow speaker, which that puts this at a 4-ohm cabinet. If I hook two of these in parallel, then I can draw a 2-ohm load, and that means that drawing a 2-ohm load, I can actually pull a power amp down to its maximum output. So when you're running sub frequencies, power is a big issue, and being able to actually draw a power amp down to its 2-ohm load capacity makes these a little bit hotter. Okay, so keep that in mind if you have to replace a basket on this, should you find one of these cabinets somewhere, and they're still out there. This stuff's been around for a while, but it was built well, and it's still available for you. So if you can get your hands on one, again, a folded cabinet like this can add some dynamics to your overall PA system. Okay, let's take a look at the back of it. Before we go back there, it does have the steel feet on the bottom of it that gives you enough separation off of the concrete floor, yet still holds it in place where it's not vibrating around. Okay, and again, you can see the age on it. I can put some paint on this and make it look new again, which I need to. Now these cabinets do have recessed handles on either side. Again, at 117 pounds, you're going to need some help carrying this thing around. She's a beast, but boy, makes for a great chair. You know, and again, just absolutely built sturdy and complements the PA system. Let's take a look at the back of the cabinet. Now you can see the data sticker back here, as well as just simply the 2 1/4-inch parallel outputs. That things were simpler back then. We didn't have all the extra connections and things that the modern speakers have. But again, these are in parallel, so you can take this 4-ohm cabinet, hook another 4-ohm cabinet to it, and draw this down to a 2-ohm load to maximize the output of your power amp. So, and yeah. So, like I said, the simplicity is appreciated here. You can hook these systems up pretty quick. And what you're looking at here is the way they designed this cabinet to be, again, folded, and the 15-inch speaker sits right back there at the back, mounted, centered into this V here. So again, the idea is the sound hits the back of the cabinet and then travels to the front, and it works well. I mean, you can absolutely feel the ground moving underneath this thing when it gets pumping good. So yeah, cool design, and getting back there in some A. Now again, the way I'm running my crossover, I do try to keep these at about 110 hertz to around 70 hertz, 80 hertz, right in that range. And I turn the volume down on them just a little bit so they will complement the 18s running beside them. So again, once we get these two subs covering the frequencies, it really does make for a full sound. Let's see if we can get a listen to it and actually get a comparison of the two subs. Alright, this is running our 15s. It really does have just a tight shape to the sound. Now I'm going to walk back and bring up the 18s. Okay, now the 18s are live as well. Okay, now I'm going to turn the 18s back out. So that's our 15s. Bring the 18s back. Now I'm going to bring up the SD4s. Now again, distinct difference between the two, and I try to keep these running just a little bit quieter than my 18s, but being able to pick up those extra frequencies and really shape the sound, you can see by the time we got to all three speakers running, the dynamics of what we added to that. Again, a folded horn is simply shoving that sound back and then making it travel out the front, so it gives you a little bit tighter of a shape, versus this open cabinet where we're just absolutely expelling it into the room as it was created. So if you run into these, I'm telling you, if you can find you one of these cabinets, you're almost certainly going to have to replace the speaker in it if it hasn't already been done so. But once you get it there, it may give you something that you're looking for in your low-end frequencies of your PA system that you think you've been missing. Again, these three in conjunction together, once I get the volume pumping down here, it really does sound good. So, a short video, but I think an important video. So, I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.